Hi everyone! So for today's video, I really wanted to just sit down and have fun with makeup. I didn't really have any plans. I didn't know what kind of look I wanted to do. I really wanted to do something very editorial and fun, but very simple at the same time. So this is the look I came up with. If you want to see how to achieve this look, you can just keep on watching. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos 3 times a week. So subscribe so that you don't miss any of my content. And that's it. So let's get started with the makeup. So let's get started. I really want to do something fun today. I'm really inspired by a look that NYX Tutorial did. She was inspired from Michael Brooks, and he did a really interesting look. I'll put a picture here where you have a very harsh inner corner color on the lid. So I'm going to do something similar to that. I did a little face chart. I'm going to try and follow that. I'll put it on the screen here as well so that you can see what I want to go for. So as you can see, I really want to do something super funky, very editorial. So I'm thinking of starting with my eyes just because I think there's probably going to be fallout. So I'm going to start by priming my eyes. So I'm just priming my eyelids using the Pretty Vulgar primer. I've been really liking this one because it's really tacky, so it makes every eyeshadow stick to my lid. Maybe I should not have primed with this because I'm going to be using a white kohl liner to have a white base for the blue shadow I'm going to apply on my eyes. So, whoops. So I'm going to be doing the shape. I'm going to sketch out the shape that I want with a white liner. This is a really creamy kohl liner, so I like to use this as a base whenever I want a very bright pop of color on my lid. So I'm just going to start and draw the shape of that inner corner shadow. And I really want to make a circle, a really rounded shape. I want this to be very funky and dramatic. Okay, so I think I have the shape that I want. I'm going to put this blue shade from the Norvina palette. This is the Pro Pigment Volume 3 palette, and I'm going to grab that very light blue shade. I'm going to take it with a flat brush, and I'm just going to start and pack this on top. Ooh, oh, this is really bright with that white liner on top. And I'm not going to mind too much about the edges of this shape. I want it to be very clean and very sharp, so I'm probably going to clean everything using a concealer. So I think I'm pretty happy with the shape that I have right now. It looks weird, but it is a really editorial look, so I'm not going to care too much about what it looks like right now. What next? Next, I think I'm going to do the other eye off camera. So I'm just going to do the exact same steps on this eye and I'll be right back. Alright, so now I have both shapes. Next, I really wanted to have a shimmer on my lids. I think I'm going to wait though, just to see how my look is going. So I'm just going to do my complexion next. And for my complexion, I want something very fresh, very glowy. So I'm not going to do too much foundation, but I am going to do a lot of highlight and blush. So for my foundation, I'm going to be doing a little cocktail. So I'm going to mix in the BB cream from Yves Rocher. This is a BB cream with SPF 20, I believe. It's also very matte, so it has a really nice matte finish, and it's too deep for my skin tone. And I'm going to mix it with the hydrating Fenty Beauty foundation, just because this one is way too light for my skin tone right now. And I really love the finish of both together, because this one is really luminous and this one is a little bit more matte. So both together, they give a really nice satin natural finish to my skin. So I'm just going to do on the back of my hand 1 pump of the Fenty foundation, and I'm just going to do a little bit of the BB cream on top, and by a little bit I mean way too much. And I'm just going to spread this all around my face. I'm going to avoid the center of my face because I'm going to be applying concealer there, so I don't really want too much product there. I'm going to start by spreading this with a flat brush. And when everything is pretty much spread, I'm just going to blend everything with my sponge, just to absorb excess product and make everything look seamless and nicely blended. And by the way, if you're at this point of this video, you should subscribe. I put up new videos 3 times a week about makeup, so if you like makeup, what are you waiting for? You can subscribe. We are almost at 100 subscribers. I'm super excited. This is looking a little bit orange for me right now, but I'm going to balance this out with concealer, so don't mind the color of this foundation so too much. Next, I'm going to do some concealer. For my concealer, I'm going to be using the Essence Camouflage Concealer. I've been using this like crazy. It's like $5 and the coverage is just beautiful. It really makes my skin look flawless, and you don't really have to set it with powder. That's the reason why I want to use this today. I'm going to be applying cream blush, so I don't really want to have to set my concealer in place. But yeah, if you're looking for a good budget-friendly concealer, look no further. This is amazing. So I'm just going to put this on the center of my face and around the areas where I usually get redness. And I'm going to start by blending this with my concealer brush. And going over it with the sponge. And with that concealer, I'm also going to put it quite close to the color we have on our upper lid. And I'm going to carve it with a more precise brush after. I just want to have a good base of concealer before going in with a more detailed brush. All right, and when all of the concealer is blended out, I'm just going to take a little bit more concealer and I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to take a flat detailed brush. I'm going to grab some of that concealer and I'm just going to clean the edges of the line we have going on. And a little trick that I like to do when I need a very precise brush, I actually use a lip brush, because the lip brushes are usually very tiny. So it's really practical for like detailed work on the eyes. So next, I'm going to keep on working on the complexion. So I'm going to take a good bronzer. I'm going to be using the bronzer from the Hourglass Ghost Edit palette, just because I really want a bronzer that has a really nice sheen. Just because today I really want this look to be super glowy. So I'm going to take that shade with a blush brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to put this on the usual areas, so my cheeks, my temples, and across my nose. And I'm really sorry about the lighting right now, because outside it's like super windy and there's a lot of clouds passing by, so the lighting is probably going to be to be changing. I was kind of feeling like using my cream blush today from Fenty, just because I feel like this orange shade will be very complementary to the blue we have on our lids right now. But I'm thinking of using rather a powder, just because I really want this shade to be all over, and I don't really want to crease my eyelids because this eyeshadow is really creamy, and I'm thinking of putting blush on my eyelids. So I think I'm rather going to use a powder blush. Yeah, I'm going to go first in the Fairy Blush palette from Itslikely Makeup, and I'm going to take this really nice coral shade. I'm going to take that with a precise blush brush, and I'm just going to start by packing this on my cheeks, and I'm really going to bring this quite closely to my eyeshadow right here. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. So I'm really being generous with the blush, especially around the eyes. I'm going to go back with the blue after, just to make it a little bit more bright. And I'm also going to run some of that blush on my nose. I'm really liking this look so far. It's really bizarre. All right, and just because I want to add a little bit more shine to my skin, I'm going to mix all of these shades from the Hourglass palette, and I'm just going to put this on my under eye area, just to make everything a little bit more shiny and healthy looking. I'm also going to put some of that on my forehead and pretty much the rest of my face. And this is just going to give a very natural sheen to my skin. All right, so next I'm just going to fill in my brows. It's not really interesting, so I'm just going to fill in my brows and I'll be right back. All right, so I already finished one of my eyes. I am probably going to put some fake lashes on, but I went ahead and filled in my brows. I also did the little like teardrop that I wanted to do on the bottom, just so that we have like a reversed effect from the upper and lower lashes. And I also applied a little bit of mascara, so I'm going to do the same steps on the other eye now. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw again the little area where I want the blue with the white liner. And I'm also going to line the waterline, and I'm also going to cover my lashes with the white liner, just so that I can cover everything up with the blue shadow. And then with the smaller brush, I'm just going to put blue shadow on top. I'm really going to do packing motions. I do not want any fallout right now because I already have my base. Alright, so the under eye eyeshadow is done. I'm going to add some mascara. I'm going to be careful so that no mascara goes on my lower lashes. And I'm going to add some false lashes. And for the false lashes, I want something that's going to be very spiky and spidery. So I'm going to be using the ABH lashes in the style fashion. Ooh, yeah, that's going to be perfect with this look. So I'm going to pop these on. I'm going to let the lash glue dry for maybe 30 seconds. All right, so I'm just going to apply these on. These are gorgeous. And I probably should cut them, but I'm too lazy to do that. And they're really comfortable too, even though they're way too long for me right now. Alright, so I'm just going to apply the other lash. I'm going to do my highlight next. And for my highlight, I'm going to be using the Alchemist Kat Von D palette. And I did use those before. I made a look yesterday. I did a really smoky green look. And I applied this emerald green highlight on my cheeks. And it looked amazing. So today I'm thinking of using the pink highlight, the pink opal highlight. And I'm going to put this on the very high points of my cheeks, just because we have a very nice pinkish blush going on. So I just want to match that pink blush with a pink highlight. So I'm going to put some of that on the high points of my face. So my forehead, my cheeks. I'm also going to put some on my nose, my cupid's bow. And I'm feeling like adding a little bit more blush. So I'm going to take some of that coral shade from the Itslikely makeup palette, and I'm just going to add just a little bit. I'm not going to add any shimmer on the blue. I thought I would, but I really like the matte finish that I have on the lids right now, so I'm going to leave it like that. But next, I'm just going to put a lip color on, and for that, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Rich Lipstick in the shade 800, which is a really nice pinky nude shade. And in the center, I'm going to put the liptisck. I'm going to put the ColourPop lipstick in the shade Brink. I'm going to put this in the center. And I'm going to top it off using some gloss. I'm going to be using the Lingerie gloss from NYX. And today I'm feeling like doing fake freckles. So I'm going to set my face. I'm using the Pixie Rose Glow Mist. And with my brow pencil, I'm going to add a bunch of fake freckles. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit more of that pink highlight, and I'm going to put some in my inner corners. And I'm also going to put just a little bit on my brow bone, just to say that there's something there. I feel kind of like a fish, I don't know why, but... Alright, so highlight is done, fake freckles are on, lips are done, pretty much everything is done actually. So this is it for today's look. I am loving this look. It's super editorial yet super simple to do. I'm probably going to do these kind of videos more often where I just start playing with makeup and see where the look is going to take us. If you like these kind of videos, you can leave a comment down below. You can also like the video if you enjoyed this look or this type of video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos 3 times a week, so subscribe so that you don't miss any of my content. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.